especially as it concerns security. You must have an enabling environment in order to do anything. So you cannot take someone that is virtually senile and another person that has been associated on several occasions with funding terrorism. That is Kashim Shettima. Kashim Shettima, we should not forget Kabiru Sokoto. Kabiru Sokoto was one of the most wanted terrorists, and he was found and arrested in his house. Let us understand and let us not forget, this terrorism, this banditry, this carnage is not just happening by mistake.
And that's what we are talking about. I can give you a breakdown of
one of the most effective secret services in the world. Its job to prevent another Holocaust.
The General Assembly. The government have been taking note of all this. I keep on telling people, everything that's happened in Nigeria on a daily basis are being documented on daily basis. And when it will be used against this country, a lot of people will not be will not know where it started and where it is coming from. There's so much panic in the northern part of the country, especially the Fulani extraction at this moment. It looks like the Abuja is shut down. It's like a government has, just finally collapsed. They don't know the meaning. And when you think of, a high profile, the most sophisticated spy organization in the world presence in Nigeria, it has sent a lot of panic. Nobody knows where they are. People are linking. A lot of people have been said, and there's this glamour, when the Canadian court came out and declared that terrorist organizations are now being run as political party. For instance, the PDP and the APC were actually mentioned. And if you look at the history of these political parties, when they were formed, there's no how you are going to remove Obasanjo from there. There's no how you are going to remove Yar'Adua from there, Jonathan and Buhari, down to who is at that position now, which is Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Well, what they are trying to tell you at this point is that these political parties are just terrorist organizations, that came as a political party, or rather, it was actually infiltrated by extremists, political extremists who are training, who are out there to conquer politically. Which, of course, we know what is happening. We know what transpired. Them and Nnamdi Kanu. These are the political parties who were present when the issue of destabilizing the entire security of the old Eastern Nigeria to what it is today. And it has been proven that IPOB is not a terrorist organization and does not involve in anything violent. A lot of people don't know. They don't joke with the most intelligent tribe in Africa. Let me just put it that way. Igbos have been outstanding. They have contributed a lot to the development and growth of the nation, more than the Fulanis. Do a fact check. Is it in terms of laundering the image of Nigeria, in terms of everything, in all ramifications? But still, the Nigerian system government has gone against anything that has to do with Christianity. Christians have been murdered to an extent. We even learned that this man, the former governor of Borno State, who is now the vice president of Nigeria, is linked to the activities of Boko Haram. The intelligence we are talking about today is not start today. But what will surprise Nigeria is the day they wake up in Nigeria and discover that the first Jewish black nation in Africa has gotten their independence, has been declared an independent state. Mossad is in Nigeria. I don't know why Sheikh Gumi is panicking over this, anxiety everywhere. They know, because they know what happened in Iran. They know what happened to Hamas commanders. They know the activities. And then when this war steps in, the rescue is not just about Nnamdi Kanu. Yes, we have affiliates with the Israelis. When I was telling some people, the planned relocation of the Israeli embassy back to their state, to eastern Nigeria, was not, they have their facts. These people went to United Nations General Assembly and kicked against the presence of Israel, demanded that Hamas should continue to slaughter the people of the Jews. Buhari did it. Shetima did it under Tinubu's administration. Christians are being killed on a daily basis. The man that came out and said enough is enough is being held in DSS custody. I'm talking about the IPOB, the supreme leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu. After he has won all his cases to the Supreme Court, Nigeria wanted to silence the voice that exposes the Islamic agenda, the Fulanization. Yes, Amnesty International reported that over 3,000 Biafrans has been murdered by the terrorist organization called the Nigerian military, or the APC government, or the PDP government. How Nnamdi Kanu was renditioned illegally from Kenya become a troubleshoot point up to this moment. Nnamdi Kanu in detention, according to law, there is no court of competent jurisdiction that have right to try him. He never committed any offense. He never invaded territories. Treaties. All the Commonwealth nations have treaties. Nnamdi Kanu never contravene any of them. But the Nigerian government did. Politics they are using to carry out political goals. That is what the Canadian government has. Exactly what they are saying. They are saying that PDP and APC are Islamic political used to attain a political position and use it as an influence to continue to kill Christians in Nigeria. And who are the Christians? When I tell you that the Nigeria Muslims and Christian Biafras, a lot of people do not understand. And that was what the war was all about. And these things over the years, they thought that IPOB is just an ordinary working stick organization. They have not seen anything in years. The Igbo nation can tell you is out for that has to do Biafra. Not two ways about it. They have proven themselves in all ramification. They have been tested and trusted in all ramification. What is it that Nigeria can offer Biafrans that the Biafrans cannot offer themselves? There's grassroots awareness of Igbo unity. Communities are beginning to identify themselves of who they are. Just recently, like I always say, the Obi of our nature declared that the Igbos actually founded the Ile-Ife. Most of these communities we are seeing, they are saying, no, go and do a background check very well. You discover they are nothing but they are Igbos. But you can see, they denied their own indigenous identity just to fellowship with the Fulanis in Abuja, in Lagos. There has been renaming of Igbo streets in Lagos. Ozumbamba were a prominent Igbo symbol in Lagos, has now been renamed. Well, Nigeria has paved the way of the downfall of the darkest nation in the world. Yes, I keep on saying it. If you fail to do the right thing, I want to do the right thing. You people are there killing Christians. And more Islamic military and Fulani military are everywhere now. You don't need to panic. Can Tinubu escape? Can Shetima escape? Can Gumi escape? What is coming to Nigeria? Why they are raising alarm about the presence of the most world-dreaded spy organization in the world. the Mossad is in Nigeria. Are they in for Nnamdi Kanu? Are they in for Biafra? Are they in for study? Are they in to open up something? Are they in for the defense of Christians all over the world? Are they preparing for the recognition of the world or the first Jewish black nation in the world, having gathered classified information? You might not tell. Mossad has a dynamic way of operations. You don't know what will be happening over the years behind the scene. They are already here. I can tell you, the North has, and everybody is going underground. All the top politicians, nobody knows where they are. Everybody is running hater scatter. But the Igbo people, the IPOBs, including the South and the Southeast, are standing tall and waiting for the revelation that is going to come. Maybe after they have rescued Nnamdi Kanu, or after they have ordered for the release of Nnamdi Kanu, or after the federal government decided to do otherwise, maybe we are going to see the final proclamation of the independence of Biafra and recognition by the world power